Welcome back. It is 8:43 right now. Joining me is Lynn, Posluns, founder and president of Women's Brain Health Initiative. This is a brand new charity, just launched a few months ago. And women's brain health, you really don't hear about it that much. So tell me why you started this charity.
It was frightening to learn that 70% of new Alzheimer's sufferers will be women, that women suffer from stroke, depression, and dementia twice as much as men. But research today still focuses on men. So given that I'm at that stage where I walk into a room and I can't remember why I entered the room, I felt like I could do something about it. So I launched the Women's Brain Health Initiative really to do two things. One is to level the research playing field, because research today still focuses on men in this area. And two, to educate people about what they can do to stay brain healthy longer.
To backtrack a little bit, why is it that there isn't that research out there now for women?
I think they study male for two reasons prominently. One is a bit historic. When they were looking for patients that might be suffering from a brain aging disease like Alzheimer's, they went to veterans hospitals, and historically, again, that was men. The second thing is, at the grassroots level of research, they look at lab rat behavior, and they study the male rat because the hormones in the female make them too expensive and too costly, too complex. So just because we're more complex or more costly doesn't mean you discount looking at half the population when you do any kind of research.
Absolutely. Well, we are looking to change that. Now, there are ways that we can do it. What's interesting, you can do your own fundraising party.
Yes. Through Memory Morsels, which is the nutrition side of our organization, there's a lot of relationship between what you eat and keeping your brain healthy longer. So it's called Memory Morsels, and it's a downloadable party kit. You've got brain healthy recipes, you've got tidbits of information all related to brain health, and there's a fundraising component as well.
That's very cool. And what we have sitting here right now, it's called the Hope Knot.
Yes.
Very pretty, and this is a perfect stocking stuffer right now. You're selling these on your website right now, which is, your website is womensbrainhealth.org. Tell me about the history of the Hope Knot. It's beautiful.
It was designed by Toronto jeweler Mark Lash, and it's to represent the complexity of the brain. You can sort of see the two lobes in the design, and it's all really related to how important cognitive thought is to every aspect of our lives.
Okay, and they're $10 right now.
They're $10
online.
Yes.
That's great. And also the Mind Over Matter tour.
Yes, I'm just finishing that. We had an opportunity, actually, through Deloitte, the accounting company, of going across the country. We are a national charity, so they gave us the opportunity of really telling our story from coast to coast, which was great, because we need to raise awareness in order to raise the money. You've
been traveling across the BTs over the last 2 weeks as well, and you've got a lot of feedback. And what are people telling you that they didn't know before?
One, that women seem to be more susceptible to these brain aging diseases, and they were quite shocked to learn that the research is still focused on men. And, you know, by studying brain differences between men and women, we're going to learn interesting things about men's brains as well as women. So it's important. Same way they recognized 20 years ago a man's heart attack was different than a woman's heart attack, and for a healthier outcome for both, they had to look at them separately. We're saying the same thing about brain aging as well.
Great. So raising awareness and raising funds as well. You can find more information on womensbrainhealth.org. And also, again, if you want to host your own party, it is memorymorsels.com. And to support by getting that Hope Knot, which is right here, it is hopeknot.org. Lots of information. That'll be on our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. Meantime, we're going upstairs to UCAF.